Alright, so I'm going to be talking about deforestation in the last 50 years. So my group chose to research the debate as to whether in the last 50 years there has been deforestation or reforestation in the global ecosystem. So first I want to touch on what exactly is deforestation, even though we all probably know. Deforestation is the removal of trees, usually for human purposes, which include wood extraction, urban development for infrastructure like houses, roads, commercial buildings, and clearing out space for agriculture like croplands and grazelands. Deforestation results in loss of biodiversity, habitat loss, climate change, and soil erosion, and has caused about 10% of global warming, which is not too surprising because we know that trees take in that carbon dioxide, and with less trees, that's more carbon dioxide that's being left in the air. So the worldcounts.com is a cool website that I came across while researching this. It basically shows you live statistics about how fast natural resources are being depleted, how fast the human population is growing. It'll show you some other cool stuff too, like trees that are being replanted, trash production, GDP. It shows you a bunch of economic and environmental sectors going on. So since 2016, an average of 28 million hectares have been cut down every year. That's one football field of forest lost every second around the clock. So hectares, I believe, is about 2.5 acres. It's basically what the rest of the world uses besides the United States. Hectares of forest destroyed is increasing at a rapid rate. It's currently over 14.6 million hectares. And meanwhile, only about 1.7 million hectares have been replanted, and the rate is growing much slower than forest destroyed. You can go see that for yourself if you'd like. And if current trends continue, there's only about 75 years left until rainforests are gone. So getting into the actual debate, annually around the globe, about 10 million hectares of forests are destroyed, and only about half is counteracted by regrowing forests. So this means that the difference is a net loss of 5 million hectares per year, so about half. And most deforestation happens in the tropics, which is about 95% happens in the tropics, which is concerning because tropical rainforests such as the Amazon are the most biodiverse places on Earth. And we have lost about 1/3 of forests, half of the damage occurring just in the last century. So this chart shows you deforestation versus reforestation from 1986 to 2005. As you can see, there's always been a gap. There's never been more reforestation than there's been deforestation. Really peaked 1996 to 2000. And yeah, like I said, there's just not enough reforestation to offset the deforestation that's happening. And this has been going on. So I wanted to include these two pictures to really show the unsustainable business side of this. So on the left are all the sectors driving deforestation. Agriculture is a big one, but there's a lot others. There's personal care, print publishing, obviously paper, construction, energy, finance, fuel, just to name a few. This probably isn't all of them. And then over here on the right, it shows you the financial institutions that are collecting in interest, fees, and dividends from the destruction of climate critical forests. So institutions like the US Bank, UK, EU, China, they're all benefiting from these climate critical forests, such as the Amazon, Congo Basin, and Southeast Asia rainforests. These are all very biodiverse places that we need to keep, but instead they are being destroyed because they are profitable to these financial hubs. This is my works cited. Thank you so much for listening.